Well, in deciding what to say to everybody here today, I was thinking, what is the International Order of Job's Daughters? Who are you? Who are you really? The order was founded in 1920, actually October 20th, 1920, in Omaha, Nebraska by Ethel T. Weed Mick. Who was she? She founded such a noble organization that's had an impact on so many lives. She was born March 9th, 1881. That's 127 years ago. How could she be relevant to you young ladies or to today's society? But what was her purpose? Perhaps we could just take a look at her own writings. Whether you know it or not, she was a rather prolific poet. In one poem called Why Joan Joined the Job's Daughters, here's how the poem goes. Because it's a fraternal order? Not altogether. There is more. Right companionship, to be able to know yourself by knowing others, assisting the daughters in selecting the correct literature and music, mingling together with girls of different aims and ambitions, inspires one to higher ideals. In union, there is strength, the ability to express oneself in public, the discovery of unknown talents and traits, anticipating the wants of others, laying aside self, and rendering service that makes the world better for ourselves and others. The 2 points here that struck me were, in union there is strength, and the ability to express oneself in public. They seem so simple, but they are not simple. Just remember the time that she created this organization. Women still didn't have the vote. That didn't happen until August of 1920. They were only beginning to experience rights. They were, in effect, second-class citizens. It was far from simple, and it was not revolutionary, but it was forward-thinking. To take young women, make them strong, give them the ability to express themselves in public. Why would she pick in public? Unless she expected them to be active in the public sphere. She foresaw the future for women. Mother Mick was lucky. She was well educated. She even met her husband in medical school at Creighton University. She was in medical school. At that time, she was clearly her own person. She was independent. She was a real thinker. She was a forward thinker, and she was a true believer. I don't think she was afraid of the future. And I think she wanted you and each and every one of you to be free-thinking and to be unafraid of the future. And I believe that's how she is relevant to you right now. Did her order work well? Why don't we take a look at some of the famous Job's daughters? Megan Carey, she's a singer and a recording artist. Kim Cattrall, film and TV actress. You might remember her from Sex and the City. Anita Sue Dennison, wife of the current ambassador to Saudi Arabia. Jacqueline Fontaine, Miss California, 2007. Nancy Fleming, Judy Garland, Mary Ellen Gilbert, a decorated Navy wave. And the list goes on. These women became successful in their own vocation, I think in part because of the same principles that you're experiencing here. The sense that you can achieve whatever you want. So it works, and it works for every Job's daughter. Why? Her dream for the future and her mother's dream for her daughter's future is fulfilled in you. It is truly an international order with Bethels and Grand Bethels in Australia, Brazil, Canada, the Philippines, and 31 states. The purpose of the order is to build character and moral and spiritual development with loyalty to your country, respect for your parents and guardians. I believe Mother Mick was trying to give you a sense of independence and empowerment so you could act as your own person in your own way, but do so with a firm understanding of your moral correctness, thus even further solidifying your commitment to yourself, your family, and your country. Mother Mick passed away on February 21st, 1957, at Shaker Heights, Ohio, and as the old poem goes, her passing was regretted. She lived a good life and a productive life. On behalf of the 68,000 Masons in the state of Indiana, we are all proud of you, and we all love you. You are part of our heritage, and we are here to help you in any way we can. We are here to help you grow, to excel, through your own understanding of the principles by which you are now living. Let me just close with another of Mother Mick's poems. What maketh a Bethel? There is something that maketh a Bethel, out of four walls, ceremony, and prayer, a something that seeth a garden in these little buds of promise rare, that tuneth Job's daughter's heart to a purpose, and maketh all hearts as one, that smiles when the sky is gray and smiles when the sky is blue. Without it no garden hath fragrance, though it hold the wide world's bloom. Without it a palace is a prison, with cells for banqueting rooms. This something that halloweth sorrow, and taketh the sting from care, this something that maketh a Bethel, is forbearance, patience, and prayer. It is by this concept of forbearance, patience, and prayer that she is as relevant to your life as she was to her own daughters. If you live by these time-honored principles, you will live respected.